The Battle of Yarmouk, fought from August 15 to 20, 636 CE, is a pivotal event in history that marked the decline of Byzantine power in the Levant and facilitated the rapid expansion of the Rashidun Caliphate. Here's a detailed overview of the battle based on the provided sources. Overview of the battle. Participants. The battle was fought between the Muslim forces of the Rashidun Caliphate, led by Khalid ibn al-Walid, and the Byzantine Empire, commanded by Vahan of Armenia. The Muslim forces were significantly outnumbered but utilized superior tactics and mobility. Location. The battle took place near the Yarmouk River, along the borders of modern-day Syria and Jordan. The terrain favored the lighter Arab cavalry, which played a crucial role in their strategy. Strategic context. Following victories against the Sassanid Empire, Khalid ibn al-Walid aimed to consolidate Muslim control over Syria. The Byzantine Emperor Heraclius sought to halt this expansion by rallying his forces for a decisive confrontation. Key events. Initial engagements. The battle began with small skirmishes before escalating into full-scale combat. Over 6 days, both sides engaged in attritional fighting, with neither achieving a decisive advantage initially. Tactical maneuvers. Khalid ibn al-Walid strategically withdrew his forces to lure the Byzantines into a vulnerable position. By cutting off escape routes and controlling key terrain features, he prepared for a decisive counterattack. Decisive moment. On August 20, a sandstorm reportedly blew into the Byzantine ranks, disorienting them at a critical moment. Khalid seized this opportunity to launch a massive cavalry charge that overwhelmed the Byzantine forces. Consequences. Decisive victory. The battle resulted in a catastrophic defeat for the Byzantines, with estimates of casualties ranging from 40,000 to as high as 70,000 soldiers killed or captured. In contrast, Muslim losses were around 4,000. Shift in power. The victory at Yarmouk effectively ended Byzantine rule in Syria and marked a significant turning point in Islamic conquests across the region. Following this defeat, Jerusalem surrendered to Muslim forces in 637 CE. Long-term impact. The Battle of Yarmouk is considered one of the most decisive battles in military history, leading to the rapid expansion of Islam into previously Byzantine-controlled territories such as Egypt and North Africa. The Battle of Yarmouk exemplifies how tactical ingenuity and environmental factors can influence military outcomes significantly. Khalid ibn al-Walid's leadership and strategic acumen not only secured a vital victory for the Rashidun Caliphate, but also reshaped the historical landscape of the Middle East for centuries to come. This battle remains a key study in military history due to its implications for both Byzantine and Islamic histories. Khalid ibn al-Walid's tactics were instrumental in securing a decisive victory for the Muslim forces at the Battle of Yarmouk in 636 CE. His strategic brilliance and innovative military maneuvers played a crucial role in overcoming the numerically superior Byzantine army. Here are key aspects of his tactics that contributed to this significant victory. Key tactical contributions. Superior mobility and cavalry use. Khalid effectively utilized the mobility of his cavalry, which was crucial in the open terrain of Yarmouk. He organized his forces to exploit their speed and maneuverability, allowing them to flank and harass the Byzantine troops, who were more heavily armored and less mobile. Strategic withdrawal. At the outset, Khalid executed a strategic withdrawal to lure the Byzantine forces into a vulnerable position. By retreating to advantageous terrain, he drew the enemy into a trap, setting the stage for a counterattack when they were overextended. Illusion and deception. Khalid employed psychological tactics, creating illusions to mislead the Byzantines about the size and strength of his forces. For instance, he used feigned movements and nighttime maneuvers to make it appear as though he had more troops than he actually did, which sowed confusion among the enemy ranks. Concentration of forces. Khalid effectively concentrated his forces at critical moments during the battle. He organized his infantry regiments in a manner that allowed for quick reinforcement of flanks under pressure, enabling him to maintain a cohesive defensive line while launching counterattacks. Exploiting enemy weaknesses. Khalid was adept at identifying and exploiting weaknesses in the Byzantine command structure. The Byzantine forces were divided into several corps with no unified command, which led to disorganization during critical phases of the battle. Khalid capitalized on this by coordinating attacks that disrupted their formations. Use of terrain. The battlefield's geography favored Khalid's tactics. He positioned his troops on high ground and utilized natural features to shield his forces while maximizing their offensive capabilities against the Byzantines. Cavalry reserves. Khalid maintained a reserve force of cavalry that could be deployed at pivotal moments to reinforce tired or threatened sections of his lines. This flexibility allowed him to respond rapidly to changing conditions on the battlefield. Khalid ibn al-Walid's tactical genius at Yarmouk not only led to a stunning victory against a larger and better equipped Byzantine army, but also marked a turning point in Islamic military history. His ability to adapt strategies based on battlefield dynamics, coupled with innovative use of deception and mobility, established him as one of history's great military commanders and significantly contributed to the expansion of the Rashidun Caliphate across the Levant.